I think it's easy to see that the old approaches to business are absolutely failing. Everywhere we look, we can see that. So what I'm going to do is share with you in this video three essential leadership skills, three essential leadership capabilities that are going to empower you to enjoy far greater success in your business and life as we move into a new era. Every week now I'm sharing new insights that will enable you to reach your true highest potential as your authentic self. And now I'm going to be sharing those insights every week, so please stay with me and click on that subscribe button now and the bell, and you'll be able to get early notification when I post my videos. Now let's begin with that first essential leadership capability, and that is being visionary. Now, being visionary is really all about discovering your true why, your reason for being, your North Star. You know, the reason that you have come into this world, and that's so important, and so few people actually know what that is and can articulate it in a compelling, profound, and really inspiring and motivating way. And so, you know, this whole idea of being visionary personally and in your business has been verified in research by Collins and Porras in their book, and that's shown in their book, their best-selling book, Good to Great. Now, in that book, it's really a research study, actually. What they did was they reviewed over 1,000 companies over a period of about 70 years from 1926, and what they found was that visionary companies outperformed all others by a factor of 15 on the US stock exchange. Now, for a company to be truly visionary, it must have a visionary leader. And so that's the first point. Now, that's been really verified once again by Dr. Daniel Goleman, a professor of psychology who has written a great many best-selling books, including Emotional Intelligence, Focus, and Primal Leadership. Now, in all of those books, he talks about the visionary leadership style as being the most effective style. Now, visionary leaders run better companies, visionary leaders run better lives. And so this first capability, and imagine, you know, a company that is not visionary. Well, really what you've got is a company that is a transactional business, or what I call a commodity trader. You know, they're really just selling stuff. People are in there just being very functional and operational. They're not really belonging to something that is greater than actually what they're transacting, or the whole idea of just making more money. And so this whole idea of being personally visionary first, and then visionary in your organization, and having that symbiotic relationship between those two visions is really crucial. So this first leadership capability is all about being visionary. And now let's get to that second most essential leadership skill or capability. I prefer to call it capability, actually, and that is energetic mastery. Now, you might wonder what I mean by that, but I'm going to explain to you first using the science of quantum physics. Now, don't be concerned about that because I'll make it really simple. Quantum physics is a new science that in many respects has usurped the traditional science of Newtonian physics. And that's not to say that all Newtonian physics is wrong, it's just certain aspects of it. And so quantum physics has proven that everything is energy. I'm energy. What you're looking at on this screen now, the screen that you're looking at this video on, is energy. The trees are energy, cars are energy, your desk is energy, your chair is energy. Everything that you see and feel is energy and has an energetic vibration. And what else? The other critical thing that quantum physics has proven is that like energy attracts like energy. Now, from a leadership perspective, you can start to see how this becomes a really important thing. If a leader is vibrating at a very low energy of stress and anxiety or depression, potentially, or even fear, there's a lot of leaders that lead in states of fear, or they're feeling resentful, or they're feeling angry, or any of these very low vibrational states, well, that energy is going to attract that kind of energy, not only in their life but also in their business. And so we don't want leaders to, be vibrating at this level of energy, because that's going to be reflected throughout their organization. In fact, it's going to be reflected throughout their culture. And so once a leader understands these basic precepts of quantum physics and can master their own energy first, which means that they know how to control their own energy, then what happens is they start to know how to master all the energy around them. I've been known to say very often to leaders that the leader that masters energy masters everything, because what they're doing is they're using their own energy to attract that like energy. They're using their own energy to be able to, create a vibrational wave throughout their entire culture that reflects their energy. So if they're moving from an energetic or vibrational state of love, or a vibrational state of acceptance, or a vibrational state of joy and bliss and harmony and peace, a vibrational state of performance, then that's the kind of energy that's going to cascade through the organization, and it's going to be reflected back through the team. And it's not just that, it's through all the associates. The clients will feel it, or the customers will feel it as well, and be attracted to that organization. Now, we know in the old world paradigm of business that the vast majority of businesses worked on an energy of command and control, that kind of leadership style, or an energy of passive aggressive coercion, that kind of energy. I'm sure if anybody has worked in an organization, they've felt that kind of energy, and of course haven't enjoyed it. And so that's what reflects in the culture. That's a very low performance, low vibrational culture, and that's not going to assist organizations to be successful. And so now you can understand why the energy really comes from the leader. Back to Professor Daniel Goleman, what he found was that everybody looks to the leader, and he also said that everybody feels the emotional state of the leader. So what are emotions? Well, emotions are energy. And so if everybody's feeling that energetic vibration of the leader, then that's what they're going to reflect back to the leader. So if the leader's in anger or stress or anxiety or resentment or fear, then the organization will be reflecting those energetic states as well. That's not really a high performance culture, is it? And so this second key essential capability of knowing and understanding how to master your own energy first, then you'll master all the energy around you, is a crucial leadership skill. Okay, let's now get to that third most essential leadership capability, and that is storytelling. And so why is storytelling so important? Why have I chosen that as an essential leadership skill? Well, let me explain first by sharing a little bit of neuroscience with you. So the neuroscientists at MIT have found that people remember with greater speed and greater clarity an emotionally charged event. And so what is an emotionally charged event? Well, a really great story is an emotionally charged event. And so when somebody creates a movie that has a lot of emotional triggers in it, it's an emotionally charged event. The more emotional that movie is, the more people will remember it. When people write books, they have a tendency to write with a lot of emotion. And so that gets people engaged in the book emotionally, and they want to keep reading the book. And so, from my advertising career doing brand strategy and communication strategy, we learned that one of the key ways to communicate with people is through the use of emotional triggers and attaching an emotion to the story of the brand or the brand narrative. And so storytelling from the perspective of a leader is really how they communicate the vision of their organization. And so great leaders are not only visionary, but they know how to tell the story of the vision in a way that's emotionally engaging and emotionally compelling and inspirational and motivational. And so storytelling, we know, is a critical aspect of really great leadership. And it's an aspect of leadership that we don't see much anymore, because what we've found from the old paradigm of leadership, which we know is collapsing, the old style of leadership, is that leaders were never storytellers. All they want to do is talk to you about the operations, the systems and processes, or the functional aspects of the business, or what the business has made in terms of revenue or return on investment or their profit margin or whatever. Leaders have lost that art of storytelling, and what I'm suggesting now, to be a truly great leader moving into this new era, this new paradigm that we're moving into, this new earth that we're moving into, the art of storytelling will serve you incredibly well in your business and in your life. So that third most essential capability that I'm suggesting is absolutely crucial for leadership is storytelling. Being visionary, mastering energy, and being a compelling and inspirational storyteller are the three essential leadership skills that I've talked to you about today that I believe are absolutely fundamental. Now, you could be an entrepreneur, a business owner, or a lounge room startup. It really doesn't matter. Unless you know how to master these skills first, you're really going to go through a process of struggle that you just don't need to. So being visionary, being able to master energy, and becoming a great and compelling and profound storyteller. What I do with leaders in terms of the coaching work around their personal brand, around that work that we do together for them to discover their true, authentic, higher self. And a part of that obviously is their personal vision, their personal purpose, and their unique identity. Now, I'm really excited to be able to help you to do that work as well. And if you're interested, I'm offering a no cost, no obligation consultation with me, a conversation with me really. And you can find the link to that in the description below. And so if that resonates with you, if what I've talked about today resonates with you, please take advantage of that opportunity. And finally, if you feel this video has been useful and valuable to you, please do hit that subscribe button and the bell so that when I post more insightful videos like this that help people to become better leaders, that help people to discover their true, authentic, higher self, their personal brand, then you'll get notified as soon as I post that video. And also, please share this video with everybody that you know that you feel it could be beneficial to. And finally, please do remember that being visionary, mastering energy, and becoming a profoundly inspirational storyteller are three essential leadership skills that you really need to master to become the kind of success that you envision in your business and in your life. And I'd be very excited to be able to help you go on that incredible journey.